What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 2 and today I'll be going to talk about how to build one simple simple fast API app. So actually I did something wrong with the spelling, so that is why I was kind of confused whether I'm just uploading a video on Flask or Fast API, so sorry for that. So it will be going to the second tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be going to talk about how to build one simple app using Fast API, and that too using Uvicon. Uvicon is going to be used to how to run or deploy the app, and rest of the things will be like simple Python or Fast API. Okay, so without wasting some time, let me just go ahead with the next slide. So next slide is actually the documentation link. So if anyone is interested to learn something more about Fast API, then probably this is the best link. You will get all the information, and just like the first tutorial, let me just I'll be going to repeat myself that in this series or in this playlist, I'm not going to talk about anything on the theoretical side. It will be going to be completely hands-on tutorials. So it will be coding, little bit of analysis or explanation, and mostly all tutorials will be use case driven, and the tutorial length will be small. So if you are interested to know the theoretical side or the actual documentation side of the Fast API, then probably you have to just read this thing. And also this is a good thing to do some sort of reading, because it will give you something more, like, because my videos are going to be give you some sort of intuition towards Fast API, but actual or something more if you want to know, then probably the documentation is the best thing. And from the videos we'll get the idea about how to use, what to do, what are the syntax and other things. Okay, so next thing is the Fast API. Again, I have copy pasted this thing from the previous slide link, so I'm not going to repeat this thing. This is a prerequisite. You must need Python 3.6. If someone is watching this tutorial for the first time, then probably he is not aware about what are the prerequisites, then probably this is the right slide. So you need Python 3.6 or higher. You have to install Fast API using pip installer, and also you have to using pip installer to using Uvicon. So next slide is going to be simple Fast API app, and the links will be how to run. So let me just minimize this thing, and I have already opened my Visual Studio editor, sorry, VS Code editor. So here actually let me create one file, main.py, and I'll be going to write the code now. Okay, so first thing first, it will be from First API, it will be First API, right? Just miss the import. Okay, right, and then I have to give one name, so it should be first. I'm just creating one instance of Fast API, so it will be like this. Okay, and once this is done, I have to just create one function. So def show like this, and like this, and maybe I can write return, and Fast API you can return JSON. So this is also very interesting thing. So like this, and it should be like let's say name, and I'll be going to write, let me just put my name. Okay, and maybe I can write something. I'm just going to write a very simple thing. Okay, let's say India. Okay, so that's it. But suppose if you run this thing, you will think that it will go and return this thing, right? No, because I have to execute this app. So this is an instance of this Fast API app, so I have to execute this app, and that time actually this function will be called. So for that you have to use decorator. So it should be app, and then you have to use get, and inside that you have to use like this. So actually I don't know how to use the URL thing. Just let me check something. So this is a slash actually. Sometime I forget actually. Yeah, fine. So that's it. So now I can say that my app is ready. So what will happen here, let me explain you guys. So if I execute this app, so this is going to give me this thing in the JSON format, and first API can return JSON like data, or it can work with JSON data. So that is why it will be okay to use this like this. Okay, so now the main part, how to execute this app. So for that you have to write uvcon, then main means this main. Okay, and then you have to use this app name, then you have to use the port, let's say some arbitrary port 5000, and reload. Okay, why I'm using reload, I'll be going to tell you guys in the next part. So hopefully this will work. As I said, I believe I haven't done anything wrong, so hopefully this will work. So let's execute this thing. Okay, so if you see, the application has been started and I can access this thing from here. So let me open this thing from here, localhost and 8500. So if you say, I got this thing, and as I said, so everything is here actually in this documentation. See, whatever I'm doing, I'm just actually doing it from here. So there is something called async def, so don't worry about that. You will learn this thing gradually when I start doing some advanced or intermediate tutorial, but everything is actually here in the documentation. Okay, so just forget that. So here we have seen how to actually do this thing. Now I have already said that there is some significance for this reload. Now some magic I'll say. So let's say I will add something company, and if you say, it is automatically getting changed, whatever I am just doing, like whatever you change it will reload. So let me just write something ABC. Okay, so it is done. So now if you just refresh this thing, see, it is automatically. So you just like Flask, unlike Flask, you don't have to like shut down or do this thing or execute this again, right? This is a very cool thing. So second thing is that, suppose you want to change the port. So right now it is actually running on this port. So how to change the port? Okay, so let me actually close this thing, and after that let me make it 8700. Okay, so application is actually now running on 8700. If you show this thing, so it will not work, so then you have to just change it 8700. See, it is working, that's fine. So now next thing is that, suppose I want to change the path. Okay, so for that thing, let's say, let me just create one more function here, and here I can say like about, and like about anything, test page for about. So now if I access this thing, it will work. So it means, so about, need to change that actually. Okay, that's it. Okay, now if I access this thing, so I will get this thing. Okay, so let's try. So it should be /about, right? See, I got this thing. So this is super cool, right? Just like Flask, but it is actually like, what do you say, like if I open this thing, you'll be able to understand. So this is actually fast to code. So increase the speed of development features. So you already seen this thing. We have seen some other feature, I don't know whether you have seen, but we have actually proved this point, fast to code. This is actually very fast to code, because you can do whatever you want to do, and you don't have to like shut down or restart the server, because if you just use this parameter reload, every time it will be like refreshed or does the job for you like automatically. Okay, so let me just take a copy paste of this thing, because this is our code, and code has to be go here, right? So I don't know this thing, and maybe it should be in black. And let me just make yeah, this is fine. And how to execute this thing, this is very simple. So Control C, and if I execute this thing, so command is here. Let me just copy this thing and I'll put it over here. So that's it. So main is the file name, main file name, or the module or the utility, whatever you are actually going to access, and app is the main application instance which you are actually using in this file. And this is your port required, and this is reload, and reload is very much like necessary if you are going to change your code or you are going to do this thing in the development time. So once your code is ready, so probably in the production you don't need to execute in the reload mode. Maybe for development time or the testing time, when you know that you are going to change your code quite frequently, that time using reload is a very best or good option. Okay, so that's it guys. I believe this is actually gave you kind of very brief and easy introduction to fast API, and that too kind of a hands-on driven manner. I tried to keep this thing small, short and precise, so that actually this part will be understandable by all of you. So I just thought of creating a small use case, small 4-5 lines of code, and just to give you the main idea behind how to use UV and how to deploy and how to use reload. So hopefully you guys are happy with this thing now. So maybe still something else is required, maybe from the understanding point of view, I'm not sure, but still, if you guys still think that I should cover something else in the introduction part, please feel free to write me. I'll try to incorporate all this thing in the next tutorial, and also provide me some sort of feedback that whether you guys are actually looking forward to this tutorial in the same manner like I am doing it, or whether you guys looking something else, so that I can change my content accordingly, because ultimately my objective is to give you guys some sort of quality content so that it will actually serve the purpose. Okay, so that's it guys, and before I close this tutorial guys, try to do some practice, write your own code by your own, whether it is pen on paper or the machine or the system, because if you're not writing the code, eventually you'll forget with the time. So try to write down the code, then only you will get some sort of confidence. Okay, so enough of talking guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye and have a nice day.